Sun's Day, everybody. It is Chi Kao time, and yes, I promise we'll talk about how we justify war as princes and the Emperor of the Fading Suns and the role of secret police. You might very well enjoy the Spies and Revolutionaries book, put out long ago and now sold by Ulysses Spiel. Sounds like the audio is coming through. If you have trouble hearing it, please let me know. I'll try and adjust it as needed, but thanks for joining us here. So, as you may remember, Prince Chi Kao took control of the Imperial Eye and has used its troops to first investigate one of our other houses, and has now positioned some troops on Delphi, owned by House Hawkwood, concerned about symbiote infestation there. So, as you may remember, let's get on into the game. We started on Aragon, concerned about the Avestites, sympathies and heresies, and by golly, our investigation spelled out exactly what we feared. They were indeed doing massively destructive heresies, or at least had the capability thereof, and put a stop to that pretty quickly. House Staccatos, our dear friends, yeah, we were at war with them for a little bit, but it was purely a misunderstanding. They're now the Stigmata Garrison Commander. We've still got the Imperial Eye, and House Al-Malik controls the Imperial Fleet. So those are powerful, but we've been having great fun with the Imperial Eye so far. So yeah, the Imperial Eye comes out of an investigative group, but clearly through its history, it's gathered military forces as well to do these sorts of operations. The Imperial Eye operates across the length and breadth of the Empire. Its agents involve themselves in literally thousands of operations every day. Indeed, it has been said that no one, not even the agency's director, has a complete idea of everything the Eye is up to at any one time. Given the Eye's long and rather tortured history, this is probably a very true statement. Both Vladimir and Alexius charged the agency with several significant duties. These duties, however, are only the tip of the iceberg when it comes to the Eye's activities. During the Regency, the agency passed from house to house, becoming a tool of this noble or that. Each subsequent house gave the Eye a different mandate, often staffing it with a new group of agents and troubleshooters. When a new house gained control, they generally had little or no idea of the previous house had made use of the agency. Thus, many projects and operations have never been shut down, even though the noble that originated them has long since lost control of the Eye. In fact, rumors persist of Imperial Eye agents laboring on far-off worlds under orders from Prince Basil Electo, dead for more than 500 years. However, it is not just ancient powers at its disposal. You're seeing the use of forces that the prince can use freely. No matter how evil a prince, their actions are meaningless without people to carry them out for them, no matter how evil the orders. And having a group that will do whatever they say gives them a great deal of power. Now, you might say that it is an evilly symbiotic relationship, where a tyrant, or perhaps a religious despot, if you want to call Prince Chi Kao that, finds those people most prone to violence and destruction and gives them official status, the power of the gun, as it were, police powers, and sends them loose against her enemies. That is certainly what the Hazat have claimed before they've been wiped out, and certainly giving the House Hawkwood reason to be concerned. So let's get further into the game. Hey, we are definitely the religious fanatics, St. Lexius' banner. Hakim has given us symbiote psychology. Our official justification for being on Delphi is studying the symbiotes who are there. There's symbiote infestation there. Here's a message to ourselves. Hawkwood, very suspicious because they haven't killed all the symbiotes there. There are rebel tanks active on Midian. There's a Hazat starbase over Chernobog, and there's a ruin on Aragon. And apparently we sent ourselves another message with nothing in it. Secret message, I'm sure. All right, we moved all the units, but let's not end our turn now. Let's take a quick look around just to show what you're talking about. So on Delphi, we made our investigation. And now that whole area has turned to Lihalan and to the Avestites. And we look over at Delphi. We are concerned over here. There is this symbiote infantry unit that the Hawkwoods have not wiped out. And that's our proof, all the proof we need that the Hawkwoods clearly are in bed with the symbiotes. Even if they're not, they could be soon, so we have to act quickly. Now, of course, we haven't told us Hawkwood this yet. Us Hawkwood's merely nervous that we're there. They don't know that we got a spy in there. They can't see our Imperial Eye spies in place. And they know we've got the fort there. So, I think we had some good diplomacy going on. Nothing with Lathers, obviously, because we're still taking over Aragon. Nothing with Ducados. Okay, so maybe we were coming back for some, I don't think we have any need for diplomacy right now. The time for diplomacy is past, obviously. And we'll go ahead and end the turn.
House Li Halan.
And now we have more technologies to research. We are Avestites. We don't believe in the abuse of technologies like this, but they're useful ones that can aid humanity, right? Oh, why? We were just looking at frozen environments. I wonder if Delphi is a frozen environment. How handy. Let's actually research that Pitbull battle tank. That's a pretty useful thing to have. Now that we've got our space fighters being developed. So yes, without people to act and do the things that we order, a Prince of Terror isn't particularly terrible. Oh, wow, we did just research something. That opened up whole new paths for us, didn't it? Oh, that was the frozen tech. Excellent. We should have singularity tech pretty soon. Keep doing a Pitbull. All right, engineer here. We'll come back to here. Engineer, we'll come back to Kish later. Yep, a lot of engineering going on Kish. You would think that the Avestites were somehow making use of this technology they're not supposed to. And that their disdain, Prince Chi Kao's disdain for technology was the only way to keep it out of the hands of those who might oppose her. But nonsense. Who could believe such? Alright, mine built a militia legion. I think they were building folks to go after the ruins there. So let's build an artillery here. I need an AA unit. Gunship on Aragon, always a handy thing. We'll come back here and decide later what else we might want to build. Again, those engineers. Heavy reliance on engineers for the Avestites. Maybe one more tracker. Trackers are always nice to have. Engineer on Aragon. Strategic bomber. Oh, that's right. We're building up all this air force to go after some of the few remaining Hazat on the planet. Engineer on Midian. We'll come back and decide what we want to build here later. Yep. Yeah, unit pay being reduced. Uh-oh. Rebels. Oh, yeah, Rampart. There's our assault lander, our Imperial Eye assault lander, going to pick up more troops. Got ambushed by rebels outside of Rampart. So we'll have to remember that. Right? Have to remember Rebel frigate over Rampart. Peace treaty for 780. Let's reject it for now, and maybe later we'll consider it. Genetics technology for 1440. Not giving the Ducados genetics technology. I'll just take a straight up bribe from House Al-Malik. They know. I mean, this is my deal making. They know to pay me well rather than me use my forces against them. All right, so here on Aragon, we have in space a relic to help cure the plague. That's a nice thing to have. Got our cruiser. We've got an assault lander with good stuff. I know we want to get to Icon soon. I don't think that's what the plan is here, because we still have a little bit of Aragon. We still got Hazat Farm there. Well, we've taken all the Hazat stuff there. Hazat Farm there that we're going after. Ruins there. I think we've taken out. Oh man, we've almost got the whole planet. We'll probably have it finished this turn. Maybe it will be time for peace. Come down here. Whoa, that's a lot of Hazat stuff there. That's where we're getting that Air Force for. Go out there and... Oh man, look at all that AA. I guess we're not using the Air Force there. How about over this farm? Much better. Only one anti-aircraft gun there. That's good. These two clearly have to land soon. You can tell by their fuel bar. All right. Okay. So we want to gather up force to hit these. This means we're probably going to be bombarding them from space with my cruiser. But don't I have that relic? Where's my relic for powerful attacks? Right there. I could bring it up here and bring it back down, perhaps? Let's try that. This is how we maximize use of our relics. So this is the stack strength bonus relic. Actually, let's move both relics into space. Might as well. Got them both along. Go zipping over to here. Put them both into the carrier. Put the carrier up into space. Now we've got a nice attack bonus for the cruiser. Cruiser will attack that farm. Hidden units we don't see. Oh, we missed whatever was there. Not bad, not great, but not bad. I was hoping we'd have them more taken out. Maybe we should go ahead and take that ruin first and then move everyone up there for the farm. Not a bad idea. Not a bad idea at all. Be nice to grab that ruin quickly. Oh, we still got AA coming around, so we don't have the forces in place yet. So we might as well... We've got enough troops. I don't think we do. We only have like 4 air versus a bunch of artillery. I think we can do this. Let's try this. This will be interesting. We know over here we've got that gunship. So we're going to bring this gunship on around. We know over here we've got that strategic bomber. We'll bring it on around. Let's see. Might bring them all around over to here. Yeah, this will be interesting. People have been talking about how to use air. This is how one way to do it. Let's bring this dive bomber on up as well. And now we'll give it some ground forces. Go ahead and drop the assault lander right here as well and unload. So normally an anti-tank gun artillery would have no chance against the farm with all that artillery in there. They would blow it away before I had a chance to do anything, but they've only got the one AA gun. So I think all of these together should probably do a pretty good job against that farm. So let's find out. What's going on here? Who's not? We're all acting... Oh, I can't do it with the assault lander. Silly. Normal. There we go. Let's see what happens. There's a spy in there. That spy's actually got some AA, but so does the AA gun. The AA gun back there is the main issue. We need to kill that AA in the back. We failed. We failed. Took out all that air and didn't take out that. That's the whole problem. They kept their AA in the back peppering us. We did pretty well, but not well enough. Interesting. All right. So we've got a bunch of troops here gathering to go after the ruins. Oh, do we not have an engineer around here? I guess we don't. Okay. So everybody here is gathering to go into the ruins, but we'll have to wait at least one more turn. Not possibly two. Hey, we got these units as well. It's a good force coming for the ruins. Leave you here healing. I'm not sure what I'll do with that shuttle yet. Bring this infantry on up to here as well. It will be a good ruined force, especially with the dervish and the warlock in it. Sentry that militia. Not sure what I'll do with that carrier just yet, so we'll come back to it. Boat was coming to pick up the spy. And load on in. Keep going on around. A lot of spotting now for that spy. Ah! We had reinforcements for that attack. If we had that officer in there, that would have made a whole difference. Officer commanding air makes a huge difference. Could have cycled through everything before I threw a ball into the attack. That was a neat experiment with the air, but the fact that that AA survived for multiple rounds of combat was a problem. So... actually, I might bring my Das Tactic officer and an artillery and take them to join the attack on the ruins next turn. Let me think about that. I've got stuff in space. That could be enough now to take out that farm. So everything in there is pretty damaged, and that AA isn't too strong. We'll keep cycling through. Hey, we do have more air. Fine. Let's see if we can do it now. Let us bring down this assault lander with the officer. See if we got enough now to do this. I think we do. There we go. There we go. If I just had that officer in the earlier attack, would have made all the difference. Oh well. Never, never, ever, ever second guess the power of a DOS tactic. Would have had that with us the whole way. And you'll go ahead and park in the farm and repair, and let's build a militia in the farm. And sentry that one. This fighter, where should I take this fighter? Some exploring up here, I guess.
Unit spotted. Unit spotted.
Sitting there. Alright, obviously I had plans to build more things on this planet. Electronics are good. There's a whole lot of area out here that needs building, so let's have it head out this way to exploit some more resources here on Aragon. What is this holy relic that we've uncovered? Unit pay, that's the banner. We love this one. We'll keep this one on Aragon. Just sit there in the cathedral to be worshipped. Move my tracker on out. Just to make sure there are no more rebels in them our hills. If there's more good places for food. Yeah, look at those. 48s. We'll send you on up that way. We've solved our food problem, but we really should keep developing it. There's all our troops here on... our Imperial Eye troops on Aragon. We got this problem with Chernobog before we get to Delphi to continue our investigation on Delphi. Wow, where's my money going? Huh. Let's knock up the taxes just a little bit. I don't think that'll cause any rebellions. Okay. You can hear the whining of the space kraken. The space kraken always want attention. Space Katin, sorry. Space Katin. My restream chat doesn't really seem to be working, so if I'm missing chat messages, let me know. Glad to have you all here on a nice fading sun's day. What was I building here? Food at 39, metal at 32, metal at 42 down there. That's probably where we're going. Yep. Okay, spy still keeping an eye on the farm. Move a little closer. Oh my, there's a lot in there. Yeah, we already know there's a lot in there. Have you come down to be picked up by that boat coming on around? Couple Imperial Eye Saltlanders here on Byzantium Secundus. Again, don't want to go to Chernobog right now, so we'll just leave them there. We've got some Imperial Eye troops surrounding our embassy on Byzantium Secundus, keeping us safe. These are our own trackers.
Unit spotted.
I don't know. It's always good to move out and take a look what's
Unit
going on.
spotted. Unit spotted.
There's some Hawkwood. Those are the ones we might worry about. I know this says they're not infected by the symbiotes yet, but it might only be a matter of time. All right, you're sitting here waiting. You are coming around. Next turn, you'll build your... There, you got a nice group sitting here waiting for a pickup. Engineer here. Let's see. We need more ceram steel, clearly. Electricity. I need everything now. All right, well. Let's start with a ceram steel factory here. Hill City ceram steel. If you build more ceram steel, you need more chemicals, so I should be doing that. There's this one, so come on up and build chemicals up here. Chemicals. Fiefdom. Militia unit in there as well. And one way you can think about this is there already serfs living on this land. I'm just sending a new feudal lord there to redirect those serfs who are bound to the lands. Remember that at the end of the Second Republic, out of fear of hunger and starvation and illness and plague, people sold over not only their own lives, but that of their children in generational contracts to serve the various noble houses who would protect them. You would think, why would they give up not only their freedom, but their descendants' freedom this way? But they've definitely been driven to despair and led to fear, and thus surrendered their freedoms accordingly. Okay. I might do another chemical factory out here. Not bad to have. This one is building a road. I'm sure the energy out here is fine. I can do an energy there for 36. Not a bad place for an energy. It's kind of tempting to build an energy there. Sure, let's build an energy collectors. The city well. Good deal. All right, so here's our spy on Istakar. Keeping a close eye on House Al-Malik. And again, trying to stay off the road and not get attacked.
Unit spotted. Unit spotted.
And if you remember, we activated a ruin here. They fought the Rune Defenders for us, but we went in and got this relic we need to get. That spot relic. Very handy thing. Belongs to our house, not to the League. Or not to the Imperial Eye, sorry. This is our one, keeping an eye on...
Unit spotted.
That unit there. All right. I'm just going to leave this in space. I'm not attacking anything else right now. We'll bring those down in a bit. Because we're about to attack the ruins here, we do want to bring this down. and it helps prevent plague on the planet. So we'll actually leave this here. Doesn't have to be in the stack when I attack the ruins. If anyone on the planet gets the plague, it can help them. Nice planet-wide bonus. Some bonuses, like Lexius's banner, are global. That means they affect your units everywhere. Some are planetary like this, and some, of course, have to be in the stack, like that combat bonus. All right, so we're going to sit here. Maybe go up next turn. I think all of these units will sit in space. Let's land you here, where I've got all these troops I want to pick up and bring into the fray. Okay. You'll sit there to help my crews of bombardment next turn. Frigates will sit there to defend. Fighter build up. Fighter build up. Love seeing that. Okay, what are we doing on Midian? What were you doing here? We were just built in the mine itself. I think I'm gonna have you go down and connect this road. And move around Midian more easily. Got to deal with their armor down here. I got this big stack up here, going after the ruins. Maybe that's where I should have my plague defense. We'll move it there if need be. Trackers into the palace. A gun slowly moving its way around. Engineer, what do we want you doing? Oh, you could do energy over there. Yeah, that's a good place for energy. Over there for energy, heck yeah. Energy for you as well. We will be energy-tastic pretty soon. Put the Tiger Lily scout tank in the starport to be picked up later. You are clearly going up north to connect these. Keep going. You're obviously heading out to make a mine to get the trace and the metal. Going around. You all seem to be just out here protecting the engineer. Really nothing for you to do. Yeah, let's just send you to the palace, shall we? You have come out here again, just making sure things are all right. You are keeping an eye on those tanks. We have 2 fighters just sitting here. We go into the ruins with this stack. We're going to have the fighters join that. So, we got these 2 engineers. One will go here to continue building the road. Yep, have both of them continue building road up. Can't get there anytime soon. How's the metal out here? We'll keep you 2 moving along. Now we got a stack of 18. That smiter already moved, unfortunately, but we'll move down these 2 fighters to join the inspection of the ruins. I would love to have armor going into ruins, but we'll be all right. Found the relic of St. Almatheus Lancet and our Scythe of Bounty, and didn't have a fight. Interesting. All right. Let's get you 2 back in that farm. And move these 2. Oh. We used up a lot of movement there. We'll keep this stack together. What have we got here? Planet food production bonus. That'll be nice. And prevents plague in stack. All right. So, that first one, we're going to head back towards the palace. But this one we'll definitely have in the ruins attack. That's handy to find. That is handy to find. We could use more food on this planet, so that's helpful. Can you make it to the church? That's a long walk for this relic, but off it goes. Fighters will sit in there. You've done your movement. Actually, I want to build a road here too. Then we can come back. Alright. All of you next turn will go on to another ruins attack. This is my ruins planet. I'm going to shoot you up into space and also bring you down over here. Oh, you can pick up folks this turn. Let's pick up the relic and the tracker and shoot back into space. Alright, that carrier is just going to sit there. These troops are just going to sit there. We're not done with our turn yet. We will have some building to do. Of course. Of course. Come over here. Time to get more air units going over here. Sure. I lost my strategic bomber, unfortunately, so I'll build another one of those. And let's build a couple of strategic bombers. Not bad. Engineer. Build an engineer in the hospital. Why not? Okay. And let's go to Midian and build another engineer somewhere. Should be building stuff out towards this direction. So we are building a lot of engineers already out here. So let's build another one out here in the farm. All right. And then let's go to Kish. Good old Kish. You know, we still have good energy places. We do. Let's build another engineer here. Build an engineer in that Ceram steel plant. Oh, we should probably build more electronics too. So let's build an engineer here. All right. Money. Ooh, we're still spending a lot of money. Might need to increase taxes again. That's a lot more of a tax increase than I want. Well, we are spending a lot of money. Lose loyalty. Actually, do have a lot of energy I could sell, don't I? How much energy do you have in there? 196, not a lot. Yes, I know I could sell gems, but I want the gems for later in the game, so I think I just need to increase taxes at this stage. Surprise. Surprise, surprise. Or I can sell some technologies. Let's do that. Let's sell a technology. Yes, my little bank of Hakim. I'll give you technology. What technology I want to send you? Frozen environments. You'll give me 2,000. Oh, you got plenty of money. 2023, an auspicious number.
Sent.
Okay. I think we're good. And the turn, do one more turn here.
House Li Halan.
Okay. More research. Battle tanks, maybe? Engineer on Kish. I was expecting to get singularities by now. Space fighter on Kish. Let's get a space torpedo bomber. Legion. Militia Legion. Militia Legion. Militia Legion. Getting all of our scouts out there. Space torpedo bomber. Another space fighter here. Yeah, this is where we've got our carriers. So in the future, that'll be good when we go after the last of the Zot fleet. I think we're good on trackers here. Special forces. Yeah, look at that. Eats. No, you can drop these behind enemy lines. Don't have to worry about feeding them. Tempted to build one if we need special forces, just on the off chance we go to Delphi. Yeah, I know I'm playing with Universal Warehouse on in this game, so it doesn't really matter. Universal Warehouse off, yeah, special forces are wonderful things. Our Discord has been chatting about that recently. No, we've got more than enough units on Midian now. Base torpedo bomber. I think that's enough space forces over Midian. Need to get the icons. We need to. Unit pay release reduced, except yay, an extra 2,000. Got that food bonus. No peace treaty yet. Sorry, Lazarus. I'll take a bribe from the Ducados and the Al-Malik. All right. Now for some orbital bombardment. Hit that farm. There we go. Taking out those AA guns first. Doing a little bit of damage anyway. Oh, wait. We got one more shot. Forgot we had the movement bonus up there, too. Good deal. All right. Now, I'm about to do that ruins attack. Let's actually make sure I can do the ruins attack right now. No. I do not have enough movement. I really want all those AA and everything to be part of this movement. Wish I had that engineer ready for it. And that's a good group. I'm not ready to hit that farm yet. All right, you're still healing. You're going to sit there. You're all going to sit, and I'm doing that ruins attack next turn. You're going to sit and heal for another turn. You're going to sentry. I think I want another engineer being built up here. Okay. I should actually be bringing some troops over to that other farm. I think I've got enough units ready for the ruin. And you over here. They'll be all right there. Actually going to drop my freighter into the cathedral. So now I have my Agora restock bonus and my Foot of St. Ignatius sitting in here. And I'll leave a tracker in there to help scout, and both of you can go up into space. I'll bring you down this turn, because next turn, you're going to be taking this stack away. So everybody into the mine. You're going to sit there. You all are going to sentry. You are on the move. You're up into space. You move out this way. Fighter will now do a little bit of exploring for me. Ooh, lots of good energy. Oh yeah, I forgot there are alien ruins up there. That's why I want all the plague, anti-plague stuff here. Again, Imperial Eye unit sitting here. You're heading out to continue building some road. You're going to head down here, I guess. That's actually foolish. Go up that way. You will go down here. Was I building food? 43, metal 41. Building a mine here. City. Mine. Build. Yes. Exit. And this tracker can now go in there and sentry. Spy will keep an eye on things. You're waiting for a pickup. You're waiting for reinforcements. All right, let's go explore the northern passage, shall we? These are all sitting around. Let's take a couple of you. No, I don't want to block my own passage, so we'll just sit there. Where did those Hawkwoods go? Right back in. I'm actually going to leave my trackers right here, because right now we've got both Hawkwood and House Almalik boxed in. So if they want to kill me, wait a minute, they might, because they might come out and not see me. That was silly. Yeah, I needed to use a very visible unit to sit there, like a shock legion. Guard the passage, as it were. All right. Need that farm. 25. Not as much as I thought, but we'll build a farm there anyway. Man, it's worth waiting till I get the Arboreum. Well, I can always destroy it and rebuild. Oh yeah, the Exotica. That's what I'm building. That'd be a good place to build an engineer. Yep, let's build an engineer. Entry that tracker there. You're building electronics. Oh, we need so much energy. Doing chemicals. All right. Finally have scout ships in orbit over Kish again. That was kind of risky, leaving that without scouts. A lot of garrisoning going on. All right, that spy is learning more stuff about Istakar. And the Almalik are on a building spree. Leave you there. Huh. I'm worried that the Hawkwood are sending troops here and they're getting infected. That's what my spy is determining. Thanks for justifying what might happen in the next few turns, little spy. Okay. We are now ready for that, so let's drop. Let's see. You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to move the speed relic onto this salt land that's got no movement left, so my units up in space will have speed. I'm going to drop the carrier with my combat relic, and the combat relic here. That's a good stack for next turn. I'm going to drop this assault liner with the DOS tactic right over here. Shoot that back into space. Bring it down up here to pick up my last units in that well. Anti-tank gun. And get it back into space. It's nice having that extra movement. Alright, all of you will sit here for next turn. You will sit there and guard. You two will sit here and guard. You'll sit here and guard. Ah, everything on Midian. Alright, now. Lots of good food around here. Lots of good metal around here as well. Gonna move first one of these up to here and build a road, and now this one moves up a lot more cheaply. I'm going to want metal there eventually. That is a good place for metal at 31. Now I've got this stack coming together. I was going to use the fighter, wasn't I? So let's drop out this militia. We don't need that militia. We got lots of air power here. Remove one of our fighters down to here. Oops. Move the wrong units. You down to here, shall we? Now we'll move this entire stack to here. Group it, and not have enough movement. Whoops. I have to drop out all these track units. I don't want to do that. All right, moving you back up. I miscalculated that one. Foolishly. Okay. Folks moving towards the cathedral. You are moving up here to fight that enemy tank. Those enemy tanks. Getting closer to finally being on the road. Tempted to build a hospital in case there is some plague in my future. Oh wait, there's lots of farming up here, isn't there? That's something I need. Need some good farming. 42, yeah. Absolutely. 39 there. Let's do that. That's pretty good. Sorry, Princess Aurora wants to see something very quickly. That's pretty cool. I'll show you all a gift that I do like from a friend. Looks like a pocket watch, right? Right. But of course, it holds something even more valuable than time inside of it. It actually holds inside of it dice. You can't really see it. Tiny, tiny dice. Even tiny, tiny 20-siders. Yes. Powerful, wonderful gifts. We all love our time, but we love dice too. All right, anyway. Continuing on along here. Another Torpedo bomber and fighter combination. Yeah, let's keep going for the food. I think there was some good food up there. Let's head up this way. All of you moving along. That one will be out there to scout for it. I'm just going to move these troops. Leave these troops here. All right, good job keeping an eye on the tanks. That's exactly your role. Building that road up to the other ruins. All of you will deal with next turn. Next turn. Got some more building to do. We still need money. That's the problem. All right, we're going to have to increase taxes accordingly. Hate to do it, but don't want to go into debt all of a sudden. 2 loyalty down. Trying to push things. Okay. We still got stuff over here to build, don't we? We are building an engineer there. Oh, wow. Lots of good food out here. Let's build an engineer here, too. And go back to Kish. We should probably build an engineer here. And one more engineer. You got anything down here we can build still? Yeah, a lot of good energy here. Build out of that mine. Okay. All right. I hope you enjoyed that look at the Imperial Eye. Again, tyrants can't do anything without folks willing to support their tyranny, and usually it's this horrible relationship between folks enacting bad policy and folks willing to enforce that bad policy in order to get to act in a violent way. There's an old saying that that the worst people in society get there by getting others to follow their baser instincts. By giving folks license to follow their baser instincts, and that is certainly what Chi Kao. Chi Kao's enemies accuse her of doing. Of course, Chi Kao says that she is trying to save humanity's soul from the dark behind the stars. And the Avestites, the Temple Avesti, faithful and fanatics, are certainly cheering her on. All right, good place here to end for the day. I really do want to do one more turn. Don't you hate that? I love it, actually. Just one more turn. Just one more turn. Let's see. Just one more turn. All right, just one more turn. Just one more turn. So I would like to do those ruin attacks and take out the last Hazat on Aragon. So sure. Let's end turn.
House Li Halan.
Okay. Singularity Tech Research. That means jump drives. Everything into jump drives. The only reason we're doing this is because the Avestite Way must be spread through space. Must be spread through space. Wait a minute. Do we have anyone building monopoles? We don't. Whoops. We got some building to do on Kish. I'd forgotten about. Some monopoles, get some singularities now. Oh. A lot of engineers this turn, thankfully. Okay. More food, unit pay reduced. Peace treaty rejected. I'll take a simple bribe. No, nothing to the Hawkwood, especially not genetics technology. That's scary, isn't it? Still just 827 Firebirds. We are spending a lot of money. There's no denying it. Let's knock up taxes once more. Reducing production, risking rebellion, but apparently necessary.
Unit spotted.
Keep those trackers there. Scout ships, pickets now in space. All right. We kept that movement bonus. Whoops, we need the attack bonus, don't we? Hold on. That is the movement bonus. Down on the ground is that attack bonus. So let's do this attack. All of that. I want to bring this air unit in to help out. Bring that air unit on around. So now we got a great stack for exploring ruins. Let's hope there's no plague. Oh, gunship versus gunship and a PTS gun. We're probably going to lose that gunship. Oh, Wraith tank. I'm glad we had good scouts along. Yeah. Look at that. Noble, relic. We did it all. All right. As usual, let's send our dervish in to explore. Yeah, let's send the infantry. Holy relic of Hombor's worn cloak. Hombor's worn cloak, stat camo bonus. That can be really cool on Byzantium Secundus. Start sending out spies no one will see. All right. Now, other than you, move everybody into the mine. We want to get you all moving elsewhere now because we still have this place to take. So the first thing we need to do is move the relic. Let's take the warlock and dervish along. Put all them in here. We're going to put all of them in a carrier, right? So warlock, noble, dervish. That might be Chi Kao. I forget. Let's say it is Chi Kao. Let's get that relic in there too. Shoot that into space. Now we've got the combat bonus for the cruiser, and it's got 4 attacks. So we attack. Getting the farm. Oh, missed that first shot. Much better that time. Oh, man. All right, well, we took out 3 with 4 shots. That's not bad. We'll take it. Now, something else cool we can do is we've got this assault lander, right? We put the noble on the assault lander, right? Now we take this relic, which is a stack movement bonus, we move it onto this carrier. And off of the carrier, we move the rod of smiting, the dervish. Well, I guess we want the warlock, don't we? Oh, let's get rid of that anti-tank gun then. And put the warlock in with the noble. I mean, who would think that, obviously, Prince Chi Kao, the Avestite, has control of that warlock. Couldn't possibly be warlocks and dervishes influencing Prince Chi Kao, right? They couldn't tempt her to the dark side. No siree. Alright, so we're going to land these with the rest of this stack. He still have 3 movement. Let's see, we can bring other forces down here too. Yeah, let's bring some other forces along. So from over here, still have all this moving on in. Still too many. Let's not move the ones who have 1 movement. Well, the rest on in. We've got 4, 8, 10 movement here. Or sorry, not movement. Transport. Let's start putting them on. Reapers. Anti-personnel tanks. Lovely, lovely things. All right. So we pretty well loaded them up. Them into space. I guess we could bring the gunship too. No, it's only got 1 movement. All right, time for a crash landing. Crash land all of them? I don't know if I've got enough. I don't have enough movement there. I gotta drop out at least the freighter. Drop all of these. Not too much damage. Let's take the spaceships out of the movement. Do a quick attack on the farm. A lot of anti-tank guns. We should run right through this. Yeah, nice and easy. All right, now we have cleared the Hazat off their home planet. So, because we suspect there is a greater threat, we're going to do some diplomacy. Lazarus, give me money. I'll only take half your money. Give me 1,000 Firebirds. And I'll sign a peace treaty with you.
Message sent.
That way we can fly past Chernobog again. Without having to battle that starbase that's there. Okay. Now, you know, I'm tempted to take this whole force since those transports did not take much damage. Very little. I'm tempted to go after this alien ruins. Tempting. I don't have cure for plague. I hate going to alien ruins without cure for plague. Yeah, it might be time to just take this whole force away. Oh, the temptation. Man, I'd be losing some great units to plague if there is plague there. Alright, I'm going to come back around to this stack and decide. Alright, you are mostly healed. Combine you with all these others. Engineer. Oh yeah, we want to get the Exotica, don't we? You into the mine. You going that way. The relic into the mine. That's my camo bonus. What? Why'd you go that way? Oh well. Engineer. You know what this engineer is gonna do? Gonna go over here, build city. Monopoles. Where's my fusorium? There we go. Been doing this a while ago. Ah, thought I had enough movement to re-land this turn. Shoot. Overstretched myself. I can't even land on the transport. Oh well. Overstretched myself by 1 space. Okay. Building out this way. Good. Building do we have? Farm 48, metal 19. Oh, that's energy. Metal 30. All right. Bad. So all ready to move next turn. Good. 61, 64. Goodness gracious. Yeah, let's get up there. War on Fog of War. I'm going to start sending this spy back over to the fort. I'm building a militia in here. Let's build a militia here. Sentry all these goodies. I don't know if folks are chatting or not. I'm having trouble with the restream chat today, and I apologize for that. I'm not sure if chat's happening or not. Restream is being odd. Ah, there we go. There's chat. Hey, Thomas Hazelwood, OBS Dark, Rectodrin Doctor N. I think by building a farm there will allow naval units to pass through. Exactly right. Not certain about this, but I think there's a bug in research when you assign a second lab. You do that in whatever turn. With the first, you start research a tech will be set, be in the counter. We'll look at that one. That is not intended. In your opinion, which game has attempted to recreate the magic of EFS? I've yet to find a game similar to EFS. Star Wars Empire at War, maybe, or Star Wars Rebellion minus the ground aspect. We added so many different flavors into this. So let me know which ones you think about. I still think EFS is very much a unique game. In many ways. The ability to... we aim to give good choices to players that are meaningful, like to changing the sex. Opting for which sex you go for. That's meaningful. You can really be really specific. Some sex on one planet, some on another. Like you saw me go for control of the Sigmata garrison last game. This game is Imperial Eye. What path do you want to take to victory? A lot of different things to this game I don't think other games have. I'm not saying that's bad for other games. They have their things that we don't have. But I love the choices we give players. All right, what was I doing? I'm glad I found the chat. These streams been weird. Hello there. Glad it's a pleasure. Glad you're enjoying it tonight, OBS Dark. Yeah, OBS has been keeping me in the dark. All right. All right, I was going to come back to these. I've got this spy moving around, staying out of trouble and discovering what the Al-Malik have been up to. You are still scouting. Got all of these over Aragon. Not sure what I'll do with them. I think they might just stay there. Unless I do go after that. That alien ruin, which is, of course, pretty dangerous. All right. Got to build road down here so that I can start dealing with those tanks. So, move my units down since I don't have any of my spaceships up here. No assault landers here. They're all over Aragon. All right, we built this road. good energy, some good metals, some good food, lots of good food. You definitely go for the food out here. 42, 43. Yep, let's move over here and build a farm next to the fort. No, I'm not going to put a militia in here. I'm going to build a tractor in the fort and put that in the farm. There we go. You coming on around to deal with those tanks eventually. Tank killer is the way to deal with tanks. Yay, holy relic in the church. Into the cathedral. Yes, I use the term church and cathedral interspersed. What we've decided in Fading Sun is that each planet has one main cathedral. Obviously, lots of churches. But cathedral would take a long way across this. So that's why it says church. Spacing issues. Hey, wait, we got a great energy place here. Why aren't we using that? Oh, because we built for the Exotica. Right. Right. Oh, man. Look at that 51 metal. Heck yeah. Now we're on the road and moving. Okay. Moving and grooving. Yeah, definitely want to do energy out here, don't we? 43 energy, yep. Absolutely. Okay, so. Road. Build energy out there, but we'll use this one to build energy and we'll move this one up that way. And you is the best energy. That's what I thought. I know the best is offshore, but we're not going to worry about that. Build city. Energy collector. Well. Yes. Do you not need to build a militia in there? I do. Where do I want you to go? Let's join in the building up this way. All right, can finally build that mine. We've been working our way out there for a long time. Build mine. 48 metal and 20 trays. Heck yes. Very nice. Sit there. Do this attack we've been building up to all this time. Finally have our force ready for the ruins. Uh-oh, Pestulator. We do need our anti-plague stuff here quickly. Not good. At least we took it out pretty quickly. Those PTS guns, of course, last a while. Who got the plague? Nobody got the plague! Well done, me hearties. Well done. Alright, let's send an infantry on in there. Ah, what the heck. Noble. Holy Relic of St. World Scales! That's the tithe collection bonus. I should be, time to start skimming the tithe. Now, do I split my forces? Send some after those tanks. They've still got forever to get to me. I got time to go after ruins up there. But there was something I wanted to build here. 31. Yeah, we're doing a mine in that 31 there. So you're going to come here. Orders, build city, mine, build. Yes. Don't build anything because we got a militia right here to move into there and go sentry. Chi Kao, we've got time. Keep moving on along. Gonna put the atmosphere fighter in here. Who else took serious damage? That infantry took damage. That infantry took damage. Park you in the mine to heal up. And everybody else along with Chi Kao. Okay. That one will sit there. You will sit there. You'll sit there. You're going to keep backing up. Keep an eye on that tank. All right. Do I want to go after the alien ruins? I do have Cure Plague on this planet. I mean, this is a great stack. If it gets plagued, I'm going to be very unhappy about it. I don't have a spy with this stack. But I do have an air unit, don't I? Tempted. I do have a disposable unit. I'm going to do... Does that disposable unit have enough movement? Maybe? Yeah, they're on an island. Yeah. Let's do this. I mean, this is... You are sacrificing a unit, but they're Avestites. They're doing it for the good of all. This is a not very ethical thing that Chi Kao is doing here. He is putting... Let's see, where's the unit we don't care about? We got two... I hate to lose an elite anti-tank gun for this, but c'est la vie. Yeah, let's put an elite anti-tank gun into one of these assault landers. Shoot it up, land it down. Right there. Load. Attack normally. Oh man, heck yeah. Heck yeah. Oh! And now we have to move quickly because they're two frigates, and if they get into space, we lose them. This is one of the cool things about the game. You can do what I just did and reveal units, but if you can't follow up, you lose really cool units like those. I'm assuming that my cruiser used up all its shots. Yup. Alright. You two definitely have to come down. Who in this? I assume you did all your movement. So I get for leaving this for last. Alright, you can bring 2 units. Not going to risk Chi Kao in this attack. It's going to be a DOS tactic. And the Warlock. Down here and unload. Wow. That's not the force to use against a mega tank. They got their own officer. But anyone else on Aragon who can reinforce this? That air can't make it over. Nope, they used up all their movement. Oh boy. I might be losing some good units, including my Warlock. Let's find out. Oh no! I can't use that infantry in the attack. Doesn't have enough movement. It's all up to the Warlock in this fight. Not good. I didn't take out anything with that. Alright, let's get out of Dodge. Everybody out. Everybody back into space. And we're going to have a bunch of frigates to kill next turn instead of capturing. Oh well, that was a failed maneuver. That's what I get for saving that one for last. That's so funny. Alright, well, I'm glad I didn't have Chi Kao in that attack. So no one could claim the Dervish is still mind controlling her. I mean, was ever mind controlling her. Yep. Load these things on up. Get them into space for next turn as well. See, I'm not too worried about 2 frigates shooting these down. Because I've got 2 frigates, bunch of fighters, and of course, a cruiser. Alright, gonna skim some tithe. Now we got that bonus. A little bit of a maximum loyalty reduction. Alright, we got a bunch of building to do. So, build an engineer here. Let's build an engineer here. Build an engineer here. Build engineer here. Head over to Midian. Build an engineer in the farm. Go to Aragon. Let's build another engineer here. And let's go over here and build an engineer here. All right. Not skimming the tithe will help with my money. I'm pretty low again. All that building I've been doing. All right, so messages. Then message to myself. Rebel frigates on Rampart and Aragon. Hazat. Starbase Turnabog. What else do we need to tell ourselves? Oh yeah. Hawkwoods are symbiote scum. Alright. Good stuff.
Sent.
Thanks everyone for joining me. Made a few mistakes, but we'll salvage it. And I look forward to seeing everyone next time. We made a peace treaty with we sent a peace treaty offer to the Hazat too. Save as Chi Kao 2. And thanks for joining today. Looking forward to catching everyone on the next stream. Probably won't be next week. Maybe not the week after, but soon. Oh, I'm probably going to do a Noble Armada live stream on Thursday. To be announced, so follow along. Check out Noble Armada. All right, cheers, everyone.